Let's go over the results on the week. Plus 2,900 today on the 200K portfolio, trading 6 micros of the stock index portfolio 25. 6 micros on each strategy. We'll go over the trades in a minute. 50K portfolio traded 1 micro, stock index 25. Up on the week about 910. On the 50K portfolio, up about 67.45. On the 200K portfolio, a little over 3%. NASDAQ is down about 3% on the week. Let's talk about this. Markets, we said yesterday that we thought yesterday's rally was a false rally. That false rally continued in the night, and then the market rolled over. A lot of bad things going on in this world that we don't wish on anyone, but actively trading, it's good to have strategies that short the futures to hedge your portfolios, to have an alternative investment strategy in this type of market environment. Today was the last day of the Fed's QE purchases of mortgage-backed securities, and so next week the Fed meeting, and the market, in my opinion, really got ahead of the economy during this time frame of the pandemic when the Fed printed money. Let's go back to that chart and see where we are. Right here was the pandemic low, and the market did this, had one of its best runs ever during the pandemic when a lot of people stopped working for a while and the Fed printed money. So it didn't make a lot of sense. Anticipate even more give back of this rally. I don't think it was legitimate. It wasn't based on real productivity, more on stimulus. So taking some of that back and having the right strategies to do that for your portfolio. Here is the market internals. The VIX was down and just closed up barely. So I think the market has been dismissive for what's going on in the world right now for a long time. I don't think it ever really sold off that much initially, based on right here is where it started selling. It seemed to start selling based on Russia's invasion of Ukraine and just this awkward price action all week long. You see it came back to these levels when the market rallied once the invasion started, and this is an awkward looking chart in my opinion, just falsely propped up, and it sold off today, but I would have anticipated that the market should have sold off and closed below these lows this week. And so slow selling still in this market, and it will be interesting to see what goes on. I don't think the market is just really discounting what's happening in the world today, and hasn't really taken that into account. A lot of the selling was looking at what the Fed's going to do with interest rates, how inflation has come about through all the stimulus, and now what is the Fed going to do to raise interest rate, decrease its balance sheet. And it hasn't really sold off much based on Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and hasn't taken that very seriously in my opinion. It ought to be a lot more selling in my opinion. So we'll see. We trade it either way with short-term trading systems. Let's take a look at the trading systems. A lot of Wall Street, they only know how to buy and hold, and that's been a something that's worked pretty well since 2009 because the Fed has made sure that has worked. And now that the Fed is going to, take away the Fed put, and inflation has forced their hand to not supporting the market but fighting inflation, and so could see extended bear market, and you have to be able to do different types of trading methods when the Fed is not supporting the market. So adaptive moving average has been one of the top strategies. It was down on the day, and it closed profitable after this sell-off into the close. You can see how it took the long trade, and the market went down. It tried to rally here, and then the market rolled over into the close. Adaptive moving average, one of the top strategies on the day, and the only strategy to trade on the micro NASDAQ. What's interesting today is there wasn't a lot of strategies that traded today. So you had adaptive moving average trade, and then you had Cobra 2022 trade in the night. It was up on the night on this long side on the small trade here. And then tick reversal traded today. So not a lot of trades today. Tick reversal hit equity peaks here, and then it took another short trade, made a video, and made another equity peak here, shorting into the close. So, like I said, it's good to have strategies to short the futures, to hedge your portfolio at times like these when the world is going through a lot of terrible global things happening in the world with the Russia's invasion of Ukraine and humanitarian crisis for people that are suffering, and a lot of things will change. So Fed meeting next week. Those are the trades on the day, and here are the results once again. Plus 2,900 on the 200K, plus 480 on the 50K.
Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.